And this is my continuing coverage of the healthcare bill. I know it's a healthcare law now, but we're just going to go on ahead. We are on page number 78, and it says at the bottom of the page, authority to contract, terms of contract. Authority. In general, the Secretary may enter into a contract or contracts with one or more qualified entities for the purpose of performing administrative functions, including functions described in subsection A4 of Section 1874A of the Social Security Act. You can look this up for yourself, and if you guys do and you leave me a video, I will post it right here. I will have a link in the description. Okay? With respect to a community health insurance option, in the same manner as the Secretary may enter into contracts under subsection A1 of such section, the Secretary shall have the same authority with respect to a community health insurance option under the section as the Secretary has under subsections A1 and B of Section 1874A of the Social Security Act with respect to Title 28 of such Act. And if you guys want to look all this up, you are more than welcome to. Okay, let's go on here. Requirements apply if the Secretary enters into a contract with a qualified entity to offer a community health insurance option. Under such contract, such entity shall meet the criteria established under paragraph 2 and shall receive an administrative fee under paragraph 7. Okay. So, if the Secretary decides to administer himself the community health insurance option, he will charge an administrative fee to the community health insurance option. Limitation. Contracts under this subsection shall not involve the transfer of insurance risk to the contracting administrator. Reference. An entity with which the Secretary has entered into a contract under this paragraph shall be referred to as a contracting administrator. Wow. All right. Who's qualified to run a community health insurance option? Well, we're going to find out here in about 2 seconds. All right. A qualified entity. To be qualified to be selected by the Secretary to offer a community health insurance option, an entity shall meet the criteria established under Section 1874A(a)(2) of the Social Security Act. Again, if you guys want to look up Section 1874A and leave me a link to your video, I will put it in the description right down here below. Be a nonprofit entity for purposes of offering such an option. So in other words, anybody that's doing this has to be already nonprofit before the Secretary will enter an agreement with you on this. Meet the solvency standards applicable under subsection B7. In other words, this business has to be able to pay its debts. Be eligible to offer health insurance or health benefits coverage. In other words, they have to be compliant with this Obamacare law. Meet quality standards specified by the Secretary. So the Secretary will say, hey, you have to offer quality health insurance. You can't just offer anything you want. Have in place effective procedures to control fraud, abuse, and waste. In other words, you better make sure you're checking up on your employees when you're doing all this. Meet other such requirements as the Secretary may impose. Procedures described under subparagraph F shall include the implementation of procedures to use beneficiary identifiers to identify individuals entitled to benefits so that such an individual's Social Security account number is not used, and shall also include procedures for the use of technology, including front-end prepayment intelligent data matching technology, some of that used by hedge funds, investment funds, and banks to provide real-time data analysis of claims for payment under this title to identify and investigate unusual billing or other practices under this title that could indicate fraud or abuse. Like we know what front-end prepayment intelligent data matching technology is? Well, guess what? In my next video, I will tell you what front-end prepayment intelligent data matching technology is. So I want you to stay tuned because I'm going to tell you what this is.